This wasn't a normal herd.
What do you mean?
When they passed us by, we could hear them. They were whispering to each other.
State your business.
We're here for Rosita.
We met your messengers on the road. They told us what happened.
And the others?
They're good people looking for a home.
Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about the 2 sneak peeks you got for The Walking Dead Season 9 Episode 8 titled Evolution, the mid-season finale. Both of these sneak peeks are really cool and tells us a lot, so I'm very excited to talk about it. Before I do begin though, if you haven't been caught up with The Walking Dead, spoiler warning, and go watch that right now because it is really good, I'm telling you, and then come back to this video. But let's get started. Okay, so this first sneak peek has me a little annoyed. And a little confused because, and I think that's a better way to put it, because I just want to know what happened in the 6 years that now it looks like everybody kind of like the communities don't see eye to eye, because Michonne and Magnet's group, they roll up to the Hilltop for Rosita, and Diane comes out saying state your business and talking to them like they're a bunch of strangers. And it's not like a random person either, it's like Michonne, like come on, like she's a leader of Alexandria now, like have some respect, gosh. But I'm just kind of confused about what's going on here with the communities, because I mean it's slowly making sense now, because last episode Michonne told Sadiq, or Michonne told Magnet's group that she hasn't been to Hilltop in a while. I do kind of wish they told us when was the last time, or when did Maggie leave, because I don't know how long a while is. It could have been a couple weeks, it could have been a couple months, it could have been a couple years, so I do wish they specified that a little more, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how long it's actually been. So what I'm thinking is happening here is, at first I was thinking that maybe once Rick, you know, they think Rick died and that completely divided everybody. I don't think that's the case, but what I think though, I do think Rick has a part in this, because they did say in episode 6 that we don't let, you know, strangers in anymore because of what happened, and Daryl and Michonne both have exes, what looks to be like scars or brands or something horrible happened to them. So I do think, you know, since they've been dealing with villains with Rick, you know, ever since the beginning, I do think they probably let in some people into Alexandria. They got injured, or maybe some people didn't see eye to eye. Some people died maybe, and now the communities like don't like each other at all. Because the groups never split up when, you know, the Saviors were a problem with them. So whatever group this is, and I'm very excited for it too, this has to be a very terrifying group, and a very, not terrifying, I'd say more like brutal group because of what happened to the scars. And I do like the slow reveals of, you know, what happened, and it kind of it adds something fresh to the show, because we know the whispers are coming, but still, you know, in the back of our minds we're always going to be thinking like what happened to the group after, you know, Rick left. So this is a smart move by them to do that, and it keeps the show interesting. So that is a good thing, even though it might be frustrating that we're not going to find out for a while probably. If I had to guess how long it's been since Michonne has been at the Hilltop, I'd guess like maybe a couple months. And the reason I say that, and I'm not even that sure about it, you guys comment what you think and, you know, what's going on with this, the communities and their drama and stuff. But the reason I say a couple months is because, first of all, I do wish they told us how long it's been since Maggie left, because she didn't know Maggie's been gone. So whenever Maggie left, and I'm guessing, and I think Maggie's been gone for a couple months, that's why I said that, because the way they handled that in episode 7 with the letters, they don't seem that worried. Like if Maggie's been gone for a couple of years, they might have been like a little worried, like where's Maggie? But she's sending letters to them, so maybe just like a few months or something. And Sadiq did say the community is far away, so I think a few months probably makes most sense. But whatever split up the communities, it's definitely related to the X and, you know, whatever group they led into the communities after Rick left. But it's not like they hate each other, because they are going to be letting them into the Hilltop. They just have to drop their weapons. I guess they just don't trust each other or something. Maybe one of the communities caused the other community to lose people and get killed because of this new group. And I'm also interested to see like how are they going to tell this story, because we're getting the whispers. So and whatever group this was that caused him that much harm, harm, I feel like they might be dead. Like, I feel like they might have just taken care of them and killed them all or something, and that's why they don't trust them anymore. I could be wrong, maybe they just left or something, but I'm interested to see how they're going to tell this story, whether it's going to be in flashbacks or they're just going to talk about it. I guess they're just going to talk about it because I feel like they're going to be too busy with the Whispers. But again, these are nice little seeds that, you know, they're planting into the show that makes it more interesting. But you guys leave your thoughts and opinions about the X's and, you know, what happened between the communities, because it's all speculation at this point. You know, we don't know anything for sure, but those are my best guesses. But I want to move on and talk about this next sneak peek that I played also in the beginning of the video. Now, this next sneak peek I absolutely loved. I think this is a amazing decision to put this on the Talking Dead because this is a great sneak peek. And the thing I love most about it is how scary it is. And the word is because there have been people who've seen the episode early, obviously people who work for the show and news outlets and whatever. They have seen the episode, and I see tweets and stuff, and they're saying that this is like one of the scariest episodes, if not the scariest episode ever. And that just gets me very, very excited. But can we give a round of applause to Josh McDermott's acting in this scene for a second? We don't usually talk about Josh McDermott's acting, but my dude killed it in this scene. Like, I know Eugene is scared a lot and stuff in The Walking Dead, but this is the most terrified I've seen him be. Like, he's shivering, so a great job by Josh, and man, he definitely killed it in this scene. And I also love the very subtle things that they're saying that makes it so much more scary. Like, Eugene said, it's been around here twice. Like, so obviously walkers don't do that. They don't just circle around an area, so it's literally people looking for him, and that adds so much to the scene. And then also he says, this wasn't a normal herd, you know, it's looking for me, not like following me, it's looking for me. And then he also says, I love when he said, I played that clip in the beginning, that he says, we heard whispering, and then Aaron responded by saying, you mean like talking, and everybody's like kind of freaked out. But I do think they kind of believe him in a way, because the opening minutes of this episode shows Jesus, Aaron, and Daryl looking at those walkers in the field and kind of like noticing that they're acting weird. So they already know that the walkers are acting weird because they already encountered them. So when Eugene tells them that he heard whispering, they probably don't want to believe him, but they don't think he's 100% crazy because they know that the walkers, they saw it for themselves, that the walkers were acting weird. So I love it in that way too. But I can't wait to see Rosita telling, because we saw in the other promo Rosita was next to Sadiq and Michonne when she wakes up and says, where's Eugene? So I can't wait to see Rosita telling them about the whispering, and I can't wait to see Hilltop's response to that. And the sneak peek ends off with Daryl's dog barking, and they look outside the window and the walkers are coming right for them. So yeah, this is definitely not normal walker behavior, the way they're walking and the way they're moving. So, you know, I'm sure all of them in the back of their minds, they don't want to believe Eugene, like, what the hell are you talking about, how are walkers talking, but they know that something weird is up. So I do think when Rosita tells the group about the whispering, I'm sure Hilltop is going to send a group out there also, and then they're probably going to run into some whispers too. And man, this is going to be an awesome episode. Even the fact that the music in the scene and the fact that it's nighttime adds so much to this episode, and I can't wait for next week. But that is where the sneak peek ends off. We got two of them. Both were really cool and a lot of interesting stuff in it, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on both. So leave your thoughts and opinions about why you think, you know, Michonne and the Hilltop and Alexandria, why they don't see eye to eye anymore, or what do you think happened, and then also, you know, leave your thoughts and opinions about the whispers and what you're most excited for. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and for daily Walking Dead content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.